All right, friends, it's time for application of our knowledge. We have found estimates of our area ratio. K2 equals approximately 1/3 for a y equals x squared curve, right? Parabola. And C2, the slope ratio, that equals about 2. This is for y equals x squared. Notice the 2. Well, we'll find out for x to the third that the C3 is going to equal 3, and so forth. Anyways, our killer application. Well, this is always tough. Imagine an agrarian society, and we're doing crop estimates, and it's 1640, and we're long ago far away. Let's say someplace in Transylvania. Who knows, right? Okay, 1640, and Professor Theoremus Antiquitus is so confident in his new findings that he decides he's going to invite the leading mathematicians in Europe. He's going to invite Bonaventura Cavalieri from Italy, and he's going to invite René Descartes from France and others. They're going to have a party, and he's going to cook potato goulash, but he's going to impress them, and it's how you do it, Back in 1640s, they used to have these, you could say, geometric gardens. It'll be ornamental gardens. They'll be shaped in geometrical patterns. Well, he decides to grow potatoes, a field of potatoes, and it's going to be something like this. 0 to 10 cubits, whatever the measure was back then, okay? 10 cubits, and 0 to 100 cubits, right? And this is a y equals x squared, so it kind of looks like, I gotta draw it again. The field that he grows his potatoes, well, it looks like this, because back then in 1640, people, had geometric gardens. It's true. You can find pictures of it, usually with pretty flowers and arrangements. Even today, if you go to Disneyland, you'll find really beautiful flower arrangements in geometric proportions. Look for that. Anyway, so he decides that, well, he will grow potatoes, and for 1640, looking at the Farmer's Almanac for Transylvania, we find that one squared cubit produces about one basket of potatoes. Basket. Right? So, imagine this is the official measure, some kind of a royal basket, and it's full of potatoes, right? And these potatoes, the crop yield, happens to be, that's given, that 1 square cubit produces 1 basket of potatoes. That's your harvest. Because he needs to be planning, because he's inviting all these people from Europe, these big shots. You know, this thing's he's gonna show off his mathematical capabilities here, you know, so he's gotta get it right. So he's gotta do a lot of planning, and there's logistics here. So basically, this turns into a area problem. If we knew how much area we have, then we know how many baskets of potatoes we have, so we can do our potato goulash, okay? So, so let's put it. This is the killer app of 1640, right? It's agricultural. Agricultural estimates. Even today, believe it or not, there are people, the U.S. Department of Agriculture actually pays people to make estimates of crops, you know. You can make money that way. You can make a living. So, let's go to it. This is a given situation, 0 to 10 cubits, and it's a y equals x squared, and it happens to be from 0 to 100, right? 10 times 10, okay. So what's the area of this thing? Okay, well, area equals, well, that's our invariant, K2, right? Times base times height. But K2 is 1/3, right? We know that because we just made an estimate earlier. So there's your estimate. So that equals 1,000 over 3 squared cubits. Whatever a cubit is, I think. Was it a cubit, the measure from the tip of your nose out to the arms? Something like that. That's the definition of the cubit. So, and then there's the royal basket, you know, there's the royal bucket. These are all in the Farmer's Almanac. You can just look it up. Anyway, so we now know that there's 1,000 square cubits. So that's 333 square cubits. Well, but we also know that 1 square cubit is 1 basket, so we already know that that's going to be 333 baskets, right? Baskets of potatoes. That's the yield that you can get out of this. So, yeah, he invites all these important people, and he thinks, this is going to go really smooth, right? So he serves them the goulash, and he explains all this math that we have just done, which you can see in our previous videos. You just rerun them. And, then he waits for the comments. And, well, it didn't go as expected, you know. What can we say? The French guy says, we are working on this new system called Système International that's going to blow away your stupid measures. None of this from the tip of your nose to the tip of your finger business. So René Descartes just shoots that down. Bonaventura Cavalieri, well, the Italian guy, he says, I already have figured this out. And I can tell you that these K factors, K2 equals 1/3, K3 equals 1/4. He figured it out exactly, not approximately, but exactly. And so he poo-poos him and says, "You're so crude, you know." As far as your potato goulash, you should have got an Italian cookbook. Better yet, you should have got an Italian wife. She could have cooked noce for you. Okay.